Deji.
I said this to Deji on our preview. It's fine going to beat Villa, and then knowing Spurs, you'll go on and lose against Ipswich. And he completely agreed with me. This is the conversation that I was having with him about Spurs. And the reason that I gave it to Tobes in the group chat the other day was because he was giving it on Twitter, all Villa lost with that same gif. And so he can hold that loss. I'm sorry for Deji, but he can hold that loss.
Thank you, Billy. I really appreciate that, Billy.
Because Deji needs that right now.
Deji said you would be off this show, and everyone laughed. You said you'd be off this show. So how close was you getting, Dej? I mean, you said September. It's now November, and they're looking like they're falling now, Villa.
Who, Villa? I mean, look, the truth of the matter is a lot of things that I've predicted, and now again, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, has come to roost. This whole Villa thing is just slightly extended longer than I expected, but I don't expect to see... I mean, I expect to see Billy at the Christmas party, but that would be about it, to be honest, because from February onwards, he's out of this race.
February onwards now. February onwards.
From February, yeah. But, you know, look, I'm not Mystic Meg. I'm not going to get it 100% right. We are starting to see the drop-off, just like we're starting to see the drop-off with Plymouth Argyle. Well, I weren't giving them the title straight away, but they were shaking their bums for it. As for Manchester United, there's no guarantee that even with Amorim, he's going to do anything with that lumpy squad.
Haven't said it.
So I'm not worried about them. The truth is, I am grateful for this season. What a remarkable season. I've used the analogy and I'll use it here again. We are all on the Titanic. We've all noticed that we hit the iceberg and the life rafts have gone. Now, me and Dan, we're joined at the ankle because we're both the dustiest teams on this panel, closely followed by Villa and Arsenal, who is as dusty as each other. You guys are joined at the ankle, Billy and Dan. And then it's just LB just above us, you know, trying to swim himself to safety. But the truth is, we're all going down with the boat. And I'm going to go down with dignity. So whilst I'm going down, I'll be playing the violin with Dan.
I mean, it's one of the best analogies we've heard in a while. LB, what are you telling me?
Did you say that you're just below us?
Say that?
Did you say you're just below us?
You're just above us slightly.
So we're second and you're 10th. We're on 23 points and you're on 16.
Bruv, look, I mean, we're doing semantics here. Had Spurs won 1-0 against Ipswich, we would be third.
Had you won what? Had you won? Had you won?
LB, can I be honest with you?
I'll
be real because I respect you and I love the energy that you bring to this show. You have no right to smile on this panel when you've taken 4 L's. You have no right to smile. Or you need to humble yourself, mate. Why are you smiling?
Well, I'm smiling because I'm smiling. I'll tell you what I'm smiling.
What are you smiling about?
I'll answer your question. I'm smiling because I've got a Spurs fan, right, whose club has won nothing, right, for what, 20 years, telling me, yeah, that you're just behind us when you're sat in 10th position on 16 points and we're second on 23.
Yeah, LB, like I said, you know.
That's why I'm smiling.
We're gonna do this disingenuous thing. Look, for me, I've got high standards. I've asked for Postecoglou to go out, despite the fact that I know should Spurs win their next game against you guys, by the way,
which is against City, yeah.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful, and it would be my club. It would be my club after taking an L against Ipswich to slap up Plymouth Argyle. It's what we do. Billy said it when we spoke the last time. And I believe him. We win one, we lose one. We win one, we lose one. At this rate, we will have 19 losses this season. But it also means, at this rate, we would be slapping you when we play you next.
And you'd still be behind us. So we'd have 5 losses in a row, and you'd still be behind us.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're dusty, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a disgrace, and I've asked for my manager to leave. But what I'm saying is, you're also equally in the mud. It's just that
I'm in the mud, but my mud is a different quality mud to your mud. Yeah, my mud is high premium compost. Yeah, yours is fucking sewage, mate. Yeah, that's what yours is, bro. You're 10th. Your club is dusty, bro. You ain't won nothing in 20 years. Yeah, my club's just done 4 in a row. Yeah, it's done 4 Premier Leagues in a row. It's done a treble. Yeah, you ain't trebling nothing. Yeah, I'll tell you this, yeah.
No, you can't say that we're not going to treble nothing. There is the small possibility, which I believe, I don't have, but it's for me, if Postecoglou wants to keep his jobs and we're going to maintain the high standards, Tottenham could do a treble this season.
Yeah, but
Billy, I take it back again. Billy, I take it back again. I'm wrong again. I'm wrong again. I can't believe I've just heard you say that, Deji. You've just gone from talking about the Titanic to being king of the world. No. What a load of waffle.
Dan, can I be honest? I've said it. No, this is not new. What I've said is I don't like the idea of finishing 12th and winning the Carabao Cup, which is very possible because I think Postecoglou is focusing more on the cups than he is the league. But it's very possible.
Your fan base would take that, by the way, apart from you. Yeah. You're the only one in your fan base.
I wouldn't take that.
He sort of backed himself into a corner, though, now, hasn't he, Ange? Because he come out and was like, I'll win a trophy in our second year. So he's kind of backed himself into this position.
Exactly. He's backed himself into a corner. But I don't mind finishing 14th, 15th with a treble. I don't mind that. I don't mind winning the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Europa League, and finish 15th. I'll take that all day long.
2 cups that you said to me right when we won were dusty cups and ridiculous cups and pointless cups. You wouldn't mind winning them.
I wouldn't take them as individual trophies, but combined.
So you wouldn't take them as a double,
bro. You know when you have like Pokemon and you bring 2 or 3 Pokemons together, you turn into a new being. If we bring 3 trophies together, it's a bigger thing than having them individually. I wouldn't take the Carabao.
They don't do that. Deji, they evolve. They don't do that.
I'm not having either of them. I'll take the treble though.
I love
this. Is why your club. This is why your club doesn't win anything, you know, because you don't even want to win stuff. You don't even want to win trophies.
It's not just the Spursiest thing ever that they can beat Man City at Villa and then lose to Ipswich at home. That is just the Spursiest thing ever.
Potts, who stands in the way of this infamous treble of theirs? Who's the team they've got in the Carabao Cup that could stop them from winning this infamous treble? Hello! That would give me the best pleasure in the world. I've been here and I've done it before. I stopped the Quadfather last season. I'm here to stop Treble King below me. Absolutely fine. You call me the Kingslayer if this happens. Done. Unbelievable.
Mate, do you know what?
Unbelievable.
I think the best stat of the weekend is the last time Ipswich Town won in the Premier League. It was Darren Bent who scored in 2002. Yeah, and Spurs are like, hold my beer.
Billy, were you born then?
Only just.
Billy was 1. Oh, I love it. I love it, man.
Tottenham is a disgrace. We're out here giving teams W's when they haven't got any. You know, we're feeling sorry for teams that even at our own gaff, the team devoid of any confidence, we would allow them to do an overhead kick. And the guy who did the overhead kick, I saw him in bloody Romford Goals in the summer, training next to my son, doing a 1-to-1. He's taking the piss. I'm just so pissed off. I just can't believe it.
Big up Sammy Smodics, man. Big up Sammy Smodics. Listen, man, I've got to be real. I don't know. Who do you want, Deji, by the way? You want him sacked? Who do you want hired?
I actually, look, for me, I'm looking at Postecoglou and the work he's done. I want Areola. The reason why is I actually think Solanke is a decent striker and he was able to get a tune out of Solanke. And I think the job he's done at Bournemouth is tremendous. And Spurs have better players. I'll take Areola at my club all day,
it's actually
day.
Wild, bro.
Go on, LB. What are you saying?
So, Jose Mourinho failed and sacked. Conte failed and sacked. Poch sacked. Postecoglou sacked. Yeah? Nuno sacked. But you think Iraola's just going to come in and be the man? Bro, your club will not be serious and win anything until you get rid of that owner and get rid of Daniel Levy.
No,
you are basically just like a club in coma, yeah? That's what you are, bro. You're a club in coma. You're not going to win anything. You're not going to be serious until you get rid of those guys because they do not know how to run a football club. You're the only top 6 side that haven't won anything. Even United in the last decade, who've been absolutely trash I've won trophies. Even Arsenal in their banter era have picked up some FA Cups. Yeah? Liverpool, Champions League, City, Champions League, Premier League. You're the only club in the top six, the traditional whatever, big six or whatever, that haven't won anything. You've got all these managers who are good managers and you still don't win anything. You get to a Carabao Cup final against City and you sack Jose Mourinho a week before the final. One of the best managers probably to play a one-off game against Pep Guardiola. You sack him. You are not a serious club, and you ain't going to do nothing, yeah, no matter what manager you have, until you get rid of that owner and you get rid of Levy. That's just the truth. That's just the truth, man.
I take that.
And that's why if I was a Spurs fan, I wouldn't be angry because it's pointless.
The truth is, LB, he's not leaving anytime soon. The sort of prices that he's put Spurs up for, no one in their right mind is going to pay that sort.
But then what's the point in being angry out though, Dej? What's the point?
Because we got to find someone who can work within the system. And partly for me, I'm looking at Brighton and the manager there, working with the resources that he has. I'm looking at Areola, working with the resources that he has. We need a manager that can work with the minimal resources that we're going to give him.
Do you know why both their managers work there, Jim? Because they run well, mate. They run well. The clubs are run well. Brighton is a well-run football club. So is Bournemouth. Daniel Levy is more interested in getting Beyonce gigs, Anthony Joshua to fight there, and getting a Formula One track down the bottom of your basement. That's what he is interested in. He is interested in tourists coming to Tottenham, not winning trophies. He's already come out and apparently years ago said we have to get Champions League. What about winning trophies? If I had a try, if I'm a Tottenham fan, real talk, I mean, I might have to throw up in my mouth just saying that. But if I was, I would want a trophy ahead of a top four crap finish. I'm sorry, because you are starved of them and you're bantered about them. So that's where I'm at, man. I think you're going to stick with Ange for a while.
I think Dan will agree with me because this is the point I was making with Dan, and it's come to roost. Top four, winning a trophy for a Big Six team, it's not good enough. Because if that truly was the measure, Ten Hag will still be in the job. For me,
no, but do you know what the difference is, Deji? You got to challenge and win a trophy. You got to do both. Exactly. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
You got to
and
challenge.
That's what my argument was going to be with that. That's what my argument was going to be. If we'd have won the FA Cup last season, but finished top four and been in the mix with it, then you'd say, yeah, okay, happy with that. We're seeing progression. So I take your point, Deji, but the fact of the matter is, I'd hate to ask what the number is, but you haven't won a trophy in 20 years. I wonder how much money you've spent in that 20 years as well. That's the question.
They're 10th, bro. They're 10th on the list of the most spent in Europe in the last 10 years.
That's ridiculous. I know you got to bounce.
Yeah, thank you.
Who are you finishing above on this panel this season?
Can I just contextualize something here?
Yeah.
As much as I think the reason why I want Ange out is because we've had 3 opportunities to show that we're about it. Had Tottenham won on the weekend, we would be 3rd. So I just want to qualify that. And we are only 3 points off 3rd. I actually think what he wants to do is he's going for the trophy. He's going for the cups. He's going for the treble. So Spurs won't finish in the top 10. But I think he's playing a very risky game. For those of you who like a flutter, for those of you who like Casino Royale, he's going on the roulette table and he's rolling the dice to get 2 6s. If it works, he's an absolute genius. Spurs win 3 trophies, outdo Arsenal in 1 season, and he would say, I told you so. If it doesn't work, then you'll never see me again. Pretty much. But Spurs ain't finishing above anyone on this panel. I've come to terms. We are losing 19 games.
Can you just say what you just said again, please?
Spurs will not finish above any team on this panel, partly because at the rate we're going, we win 1, lose 1. So we're due to beat you, LB. I'm sorry, mate. But we are due to take 19 L's this season at the rate that we're performing. 19 L's. We are a disgrace.